Hey guys, Wet Movie 1 back here again for another Blu-ray DVD update video for you guys today. It's been about 2 weeks or so since my last one. I got a totally awesome stack of awesomeness here to talk to you guys about today in this video. Also, my mom's gonna pop in a little bit later on with her guest reviews. She has 2 TV shows to talk to you guys about today. But before I get started with it, please give this video a thumbs up if you guys support my videos in any way. Also, drop a comment down below letting me know how you guys are doing, if you guys picked up anything cool recently, and what movies you're excited for that are coming out real soon. But guys, let's get started with it. The first one up is from Shout Factory. Very super excited about this set right here because I grew up watching these movies all the time on VHS, had them on DVD of course, and now Shout Factory has presented them both in a Blu-ray pack together here. Of course, we got Bill & Ted, the most excellent collection here on Blu-ray. This is a set that contains Bill & Ted's Excellent Adventure and Bill & Ted's Bogus Journey in this set together right here. I'm not going to get into the films themselves, like, give you like the synopsis of them and stuff, because, you nerds out there should know what this is. It's about 2 dudes that like to rock out and they happen to go time traveling, baby. It's just an amazing, series of films that I just absolutely love, and like I said, just praised, growing up watching this, and, because they were just like, crazy time travelers, man. But my personal favorite one of the 2 is Bill & Ted's Bogus Journey, the sequel. When Bill and Ted have these evil robots, they'll look just like them, that are going out there to try to kill them and things, and Bill and Ted go to hell. And this is really super cool. A really fun movie that I remember watching more than the first one, just to be completely honest with you guys. But Shout Factory right here presented the films in a 3-disc edition pack here with a really cool slipcover right here. You open it up over here, and of course you get 3 discs in here, one for each film, and a 3rd bonus disc right over here. And you also get like a cool guitar pick that's included in this set right here. But you get hours and hours of special features on here. All this original special features that you got on previous editions of Bill & Ted's films on this Blu-ray here. But you get also 2 new documentary films. One on the very first Bill & Ted film, with Alex Winter and what's it called, Keanu Reeves coming back, talking about their experiences making the Bill & Ted movie, and just how it was for them. Also talking to producers and other cast members and director and stuff about their time making the film. And you also get about a 50-minute documentary on Bill & Ted's Bogus Journey, talking to the cast and everybody like Keanu Reeves and stuff, which I think is really cool that Shout Factory got Keanu Reeves back, for an interview for these for a making of special feature on this thing, which is kind of cool because you don't really usually see celebrities of his status come down to do things like this, that often. But if you're a fan of the films, this is a definite upgrade for you guys, especially for the documentaries alone, and the picture quality on these movies are just absolutely amazing. I just had a really good time watching this set again, because I haven't watched these movies in like a handful of years now, and I'm just really excited about this set. Let me know if you guys are excited about this Bill & Ted set down in the comments. Alright everyone, and next up over here from Scream Factory is Raising Cain, the new collector's edition here on Blu-ray starring John Lithgow. This film is also directed by Brian De Palma, the guy that brought us the original Carrie film and of course Scarface. And this one right here, John Lithgow stars in this film, and he plays this psychiatrist who decides to take a year off from his job, to take care of his young daughter. Slowly but surely, he becomes really obsessed with his young daughter. Like every time she would wake up in the middle of the night, he would rush down there to make sure she's okay. Every time she would cry, he would rush down there. Are you okay, dear? Are you okay? Everything will be okay. Like a really, crazy obsessed father. And when his wife, notices that, he's being more and more obsessive about the child, she kind of, just kind of slowly falls out of love with him a little bit. And as she's out in the park one day, she sees her old flame, and cheats on John Lithgow's character. And when he finds this out, he goes batshit crazy. And then you have to watch the movie to find out what happens to his wife and everyone in their lives. It goes kind of crazy because he has this split personality disorder. It kind of felt like a really weird, dark version of like Ernest. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like a weird, a weird thing that I'm saying right now. But if you saw this movie, you know what I'm saying, because you know how Ernest and Jim Varney played different characters in the Ernest movies, like a woman or like an army guy kind of thing. Like in this movie, John Lithgow has like these multiple personalities, and he's playing like these old different characters, and it's really kind of like a weird, slow kind of movie. But like I kind of enjoyed it for what it was, but it's definitely not one of my favorite Brian De Palma movies out there. But on this Blu-ray right here, you get the theatrical version of the film, new interviews in here by John Lithgow and some of the other cast and crew members, and you also get the director's cut version of the film on disc 2. It was all right. It was a decent watch. And next up over here is, of course, a cheesy classic from Shout Factory, from their Shout Select line. Also, also the Bill and Ted's excellent collection is also from their new Shout Select line. But this one right here stars Patrick Swayze, and it's in Roadhouse over here on Blu-ray. This film has been released, multiple times on DVD and on Blu-ray. I think it came out on Blu-ray once before. But of course, this one right here, Shout Factory gave it the awesome Shout Factory treatment right here. But this movie, it stars Patrick Swayze. He plays this character of Dalton. He's like a really smart guy. He's into philosophy and things like that, and went to college and everything. But yet he's a bouncer in clubs, and one day he gets hired to go down to the Double Deuce, this really rough, tough bar where really bad people go and like trash the joint every time. But he's hired to go down to this bar, to clean it up, to get all the riffraff up out of there, and then all the craziness that ensues when he goes there. I always really like this movie because in this movie he's a bouncer, but he's not like a really big kind of like rough, big kind of bouncer guy that you used to seeing, in clubs and things. He's just a little bit smaller and a little bit nicer than the normal bouncer guy. But it has all these really fun, cheesy elements to it. You even get Terry Funk, the classic wrestler in here. It's just all around fun flick. I always like revisiting it. It was one of my dad's favorite movies too back in the day. But on this Blu-ray, you get a new 2K scan of the film, so it looks absolutely amazing here on Blu-ray. You also get a new, making of the film on here with some of the remaining cast and crew members that are still around, and of course you get all the original special features from different previous editions, of Roadhouse that were out, which is kind of cool that Shout Factory included, and they include my favorite special feature, which is the commentary by Kevin Smith and Scott Mosier, a fan commentary they did on the film, because they talk about the good times they had with it growing up watching it. That's my favorite thing that they included in this Blu-ray right here, because I just love that commentary track. But if you guys are a fan of Roadhouse, definitely upgrade to this Blu-ray. It looks amazing. And next up over here from Shout Factory also, this is from their Shout Kids line, and this one's called Howard Lovecraft and the Frozen Kingdom, right over here. This is Shout Factory's, I believe, first animated film they ever released over here, and I know this is the very first H.P. Lovecraft film that's ever been adapted to be animated and stuff. And it's pretty much about Howard Lovecraft. You see him at the beginning of this film. He's just really worried because he hasn't seen his dad in a while. His dad has been locked up in the local insane asylum, and he gets to go visit his dad for the first time in a while. And his dad's like, he's all bat crazy, batshit crazy, and he's going, son, whatever you do, don't read from the Necronomicon, because if you read from this book, bad things are gonna happen. And then he's like, okay, Dad, whatever. But of course, when he goes home, his mom presents him with this book, and he reads the words from this book and gets sucked into this frozen land of monsters and craziness. And it's just him witnessing what happens when he reads from the Necronomicon. The animation is not the greatest. It's kind of like something, the animation style is something that you would see back in like maybe 1998, 2000. You know what I mean? Like the animation style is kind of a little weird, but it kind of has like a Tim Burton kind of feel, but like a real cheap kind of version of it. I can't lie. I didn't love this film, but like it was just kind of like you know what I mean. But on this Blu-ray right here, you get a behind the scenes featurette with the director and the people talking about the making of the film and audio commentary track. But next up over here from Arrow Video US is a film that I haven't seen in many, many years. I've owned the original DVD of the film right here for forever, and but now they finally put it out. Arrow Video put it out on Blu-ray right here. Dead End Drive-In, and this film takes place a little bit into the future, where all these crazy teenagers and crazy gangs are running rampant all over the street, and the government and everybody doesn't know what to do. They don't know what to do because everybody's going absolutely crazy. Gangs are running wild, just like doing whatever they want on the streets. So the powers that be, the government, decides to lock up all these crazy teenagers in this drive-in movie theater and not let them out. And it's all about this one guy that goes into this drive-in one night with his girlfriend, and then it's told you can't get out of here, and it's his mission to try to do what he can to bust free, to get out of this drive-in, to not be held captive in what he witnesses, all the craziness stuff that he witnesses inside this drive-in movie theater. It's just a really fun watch. Like I said, I haven't watched this one in years, and you get on this Blu-ray, you get a new 2K restoration of the film. Looks absolutely beautiful. You also get a director's a documentary. You get a documentary on here with the director and some of the cast members talking about the making of the film, theatrical trailer, and a handful of other special features. So if you're a fan of Dead End Drive-In, definitely check this one out on Blu-ray. If you guys love movies that take place, in drive-in movie theaters, this is the movie for you, man. And next up over here from Paramount is a film I was dying to see, okay? Because the film that came out a couple years ago, I was excited to see it, and when I saw it, I was kind of really let down by it. So, but then the sequel came out, and I didn't get to see it in the theater, and I heard a lot of people going, "This is cool, Brendan, you might need to see this one." And this is the 4K Ultra HD version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. And man, I gotta say, this movie is a lot better than the film that came before this one. Don't get me wrong; the films, from the 90s are just, totally nostalgic to me. Especially, Return of the Ooze. That's my favorite one right there. And of course, I grew up watching the Ninja Turtles cartoons in the 80s and stuff, or 90s or whatever it was. Absolutely love those. I haven't followed Ninja Turtles, in like animated form since the 80s or 90s or whatever. But like this right here, man, just took the cake. This was like super nostalgic to me. I'm not even gonna lie, but this movie is pretty much about the Turtles. It takes place a little bit after the last film. Turtles, defeated Shredder. And Shredder's behind bars now, but yet Turtles are like, man, the public thinks we're monsters. I want to go out there and be among the people and everything like that. And of course, some other guys taking credit, for taking out the Shredder. But now the Shredder has this plan to get busted out of jail, and then now he goes and works with somebody else, and that somebody else is Krang, that little brain monster guy that that wants to take over the world and things. So now Shredder and Krang, going after the Turtles in the world, and it's just really, really cool. You get Baxter Stockman in here. He's played by Tyler Perry. He's fine, but you also get, man, Bebop and Rocksteady in here. I mean, that was just so cool, because in the original Ninja Turtle 2 movie, we got Tokar and Razor, and I know back in the day they really wanted to have those characters of Bebop and Rocksteady instead, but I don't think they could do it back in the day or something like that. But man, I just had a really good nostalgic time watching this movie. It's just a really, really fun ride, and on 4K Ultra HD, it looks absolutely amazing. The color palette of this film really, really shines on 4K right here. And of course, you get a handful of special features on here. Of course, the making of the feature, talking to the voice actors of the film, and talking, of course, to Megan Fox and some of the other people in the film. I don't really like Megan Fox as April O'Neil, but whatever. She's not in the film that much to ruin it for me. But let me know what you guys think of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows. Did you guys like this one better than the one that came before it? Let me know down below. But get it on 4K, man. Looks amazing. And next up over here from Disney is a movie that oh my god, I just absolutely adore. It's in my top 5 favorite animated Disney films of all time, and that is Beauty and the Beast, the 25th anniversary signature collection here on Blu-ray. I own the Blu-ray previous that came out like in 2010, and there was also another one that came out like the 3D Blu-ray, which I don't have, which goes for ridiculous prices right now because it's out of print and stuff. But this is the signature edition of the film. I'm not going to get into what the movie's about because it's about a beast. About a prince that gets turned into a beast, and if he doesn't find love before the last petal falls, he's gonna remain a beast forever, kind of thing. And of course, Belle, a beautiful princess, comes into his life, and it's pretty much him as a beast trying to, the story of Beauty and the Beast, man. But on this new 25th anniversary edition here on Blu-ray, you get a handful of new special features on here. You get recording sessions, special feature on here where you get old footage of the cast, in the recording booths, singing their songs and doing their stuff, intercut with clips from the movie. And you also get a new special feature in here with what's her name, Audrey O'Day, I believe her name is, the lady that played the voice of Belle in the film, and talking to her and how being in this movie changed her life, and how she was on Broadway doing Broadway plays, and what she's doing now after Beauty and the Beast, and how she raises money for children. It's just a really fun behind-the-scenes featurette on here. And of course, you get all the original special features that were on previous editions of Beauty and the Beast on this Blu-ray right here. And you also get a sneak peek of the new Beauty and the Beast live-action film that's going to be coming out, I believe, next year, starring Emma Watson. I just can't wait for that one. Beauty and the Beast here on Blu-ray. Next up over here is from Disney also. Is a film I just absolutely loved. Well, when I was watching it in the theater, I saw it with my buddy Michael Ray Bauer and Phil Moore and stuff. And if you want to see our full review, I'll check out my my YouTube channel for that. But I got the collector's edition 3D Blu-ray edition of Captain America: Civil War here on Blu-ray, man. I still don't understand why Disney hasn't put out their movies in 4K yet. You know what I mean? Like this, I don't know why this is the company that's waiting to jump on that 4K bandwagon. Unless I'm totally missing the 4Ks in the stores or something like that. But like, this movie looks absolutely beautiful on Blu-ray. Even in 3D really pops, especially during the fight scenes and things. But if you guys don't know what this movie's about, it's pretty much about Iron Man and Captain America having two separate opinions about what's going on, because the government in this movie is telling them, we want to rein you guys in because you guys are kind of wreaking havoc all over the place, and we want to kind of control you guys a little bit more. And Iron Man's like, yeah, I kind of understand that. You know what I mean? Yeah, we should be kind of calm down a little bit. You should watch over us and stuff. And Captain America's like, man, hell no. Hell no. I want to be able to do what I want to do. I want to be a superhero and do what I want, kind of thing. And then, of course, the Avengers kind of clash and, go on separate sides and stuff. And then that's what, causes the Civil War right here. But, man, this movie was a good time. You also get the new Spider-Man in here, which I thought was probably the best part of this movie, how they introduced the new guy that's going to be playing Spider-Man in an upcoming Spider-Man movie. I can't wait to see what's going to go on. And of course, you get the awesome Paul Rudd here playing Ant-Man, which was my favorite, my favorite Marvel movie of recent years, and having him in here just made this movie even cooler, because I always liked Paul Rudd ever since the Halloween 6 or whatever it was. But if you're a fan of Captain America: Civil War, definitely get the new 3D collector's edition here on Blu-ray. You get over an hour of a documentary. It's like a 2-part documentary talking to the cast and crew about the making of the film and stuff like that. You also get a gag reel and audio commentary on here by the directors and stuff. So if you're a fan,
hi, it's me. Just stopping by real quick with 2 more episodic television things to introduce to you. The first one, I like both of them, but the first one I've never really heard of, and I really, really like it. It's called Quantico, and it stars Priyanka Chopra. She's an Indian, East Indian actress, and boy, she's really good. What this is about her training at the FBI Academy in Quantico, Virginia, and it follows all the trainees. They have like 21 weeks of training, and they use flashbacks to show you, how she was trained and the different things they were trained in. But as it turns out, she's a suspect in a terrorist bombing. So it's really, really good. They show you little bits and pieces of the different characters in there, so you're thinking, well, wait a minute, you pretty much know she didn't do it, and they try to give you clues here, it could be this, it could be that person, I really like it, because I'm trying to keep all this in my head, you understand, trying to figure out myself before they really show me who the actual person is. If you like that kind of espionage, drama, spy type stuff, You'll really, really like this. And also on the Season 1 DVD, you get a bunch of real good special features. You get the bloopers, you know, as usual, and the deleted scenes, which I don't know why people watch those. But anyway, the one I'm looking forward to watching, or two actually, one is Welcome to Quantico, and it just has, you know, the cast and crew talk about the filming and so forth. But there's one on here that says, Who Did It? And it's a cast reflection of them not knowing till the very end which one of their characters did it. That is too cool. Can't miss that. So pick it up. I loved it. And the last one I have for you today is one of my favorite comedies, Two Broke Girls, and it stars Kat Dennings and Beth Beers. This is Season 5, I believe, and, you know, it just picks up where Season 4 ended. They still have their little shop next to the restaurant for their cupcakes that they sell. And the season opener starts with them finding out that the whole block there in Williamsburg is going to be torn down so that an IMAX theater can come into town. And, of course, luckily, due to the stained glass windows... Oh, I shouldn't say anything. But due to the stained glass windows, they are saved from demolition, or they save the whole block from demolition because they're known as an historic site, so it can't be demolished. So anyway, it's on the adventures of them, and of course all the other characters in there. Really like it. So funny. It's just unbelievable. So if you haven't seen Two Broke Girls, pick it up.
And next up over here from Warner Brothers is the season 9 of one of my favorite sitcoms that's on TV right now, and that is The Big Bang Theory, right here on Blu-ray. Of course, this one season 9 picks up right where season 8 left off. Leonard and Penny have eloped. They went to Las Vegas to get married, and you know, away from their friends and families and things. And what's it called? Sheldon and Amy Farrah Fowler have just broken up, and Sheldon's really broken up about it and really wants her back, but he doesn't really know how to get her back in a crazy way, and it's just a continuation of that. And are they going to get back together? And of course, the wedding, you know, after what's it called? Howard and Penny get married, it's them and having, you know, marital problems and stuff like that, and them going back and forth with one another. Really, really super funny show. It's still funny to this day. On this Blu-ray right here, you get, of course, all 23 or 24 episodes of season 9 here on Blu-ray. You also get the 2015 Comic-Con panel with the creators and the writers of the show, speaking to the fans about, you know, what season 9 is going to be about. You also get a gag reel and a handful of other special features on here, like the cast and crew answering fan questions and stuff like that they got on Twitter and stuff, which I thought was really kind of cool. So if you're a fan of The Big Bang Theory, just want to let you guys all know season 9 is going to be available on Blu-ray and DVD. And next up over here from Warner Brothers also is a sequel to a movie that I absolutely loved. I was freaked the hell out watching the original one directed by James Wan, and I got The Conjuring 2 over here on Blu-ray. The only gripe I have about this release is it doesn't have a slipcase to it like the first Conjuring movie did. But this one right here is just another story of the Warrens, the people that were made famous from the Amityville horror case. That, you know, they're the Warrens that, you know, go and, like, you know, investigate, you know, spooky people, spooky houses that could be haunted by demons or ghosts and stuff like that. And in this one, they travel down to England or whatever it is, because there's this little girl in this house that's being tormented by some demon or some spirit, and they're there to see, is this girl lying? Is because the people in their town, the news people, think it's a hoax. She's just trying to get attention and stuff like that, and they're there to try to disprove that. And it's just all the weird, crazy stuff that they witness, you know, being in this house and stuff, and how crazy it is, you know, for this little girl that's supposedly being possessed by this demon. I absolutely like this movie. I don't love it as much as the first, and some people are really ragging on it. I really like this one. It really had some really, you know, heartfelt moments in here. Like, you really care about the Warrens in here. You get more of like a little love story between them. Like, you really you care about them a little bit more in this film. And if you haven't seen the Conjuring movies, definitely watch them, man. It's just really, really freaky, eerie stuff. You get deleted scenes and, of course, the making of the feature on here. And you also get the people that this was happening to, back in the day, because this was based on a true story. And you also get like the little girl that was supposedly being possessed, in this movie back in the day, like the real person talking about her real experience and stuff on this Blu-ray right here, which I thought was cool. And next up over here, from Warner Brothers also, is a film I haven't seen since like it came out on VHS back in the day, and that is what's it called? Brad Bird's The Iron Giant, here on Blu-ray, the signature edition. This is a film that, like I said, I haven't watched in years, and it takes place like back in like the 1950s or 60s, and it follows this little boy and how he becomes friends with an iron giant that fell from the sky, and their unlikely friendship with one another, and the little adventure that they go on. It's just an absolutely beautiful told story. Watching it again after all these years, it's still amazing. It looks so beautiful here on Blu-ray. You get a new brand new documentary on the film, and feature-length commentaries and stuff like that on here. So if you're a fan of the Iron Giant, definitely get this on Blu-ray. It looks amazing. There's also like a really big collector set that came out too. So if you're a super fan, big old Papa set that's out. Alright everyone, and next up over here from Broad Green Pictures is a film I really wanted to see in the theaters, but I missed it, but I just got it on Blu-ray today and just got done watching it. It stars Ellie Fanning and Keanu Reeves, and that is The Neon Demon here. This is a film by Nicholas Winding Refn, the guy that directed Only God Forgives and a handful of other films that I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But it's about this, it's about Ellie Fanning's character. She plays a character of Jessie in this film. She's a girl that always dreamed about being famous and being a model in Los Angeles. So at the beginning of this movie, she's moving to Los Angeles to pursue her dream. And as soon as she gets there, she starts booking gigs, right and left, and like bypassing all these other, models and actresses that have been around for years trying to achieve their dream. And Jessie's there taking it away from them. And it's all about, those girls being jealous and different things, and what happens to Jessie, because of that. And there's a bunch of other things going on in this film. It's just like the basic, synopsis of the film. But this film also stars Keanu Reeves as a really weird, hotel manager in here. But this movie is just visually amazing. I gotta say, the look and feel of this film, I think I like more than anything in this thing. Like the cinematography, the music was just absolutely amazing in this film. I really do love the color palette, of this film. If you've seen it, you'll know what I'm talking about here. Really decently acted here. If you guys love horror thrillers, this movie's gonna be right up your alley, right over here. But on this Blu-ray, you get audio commentary track by Nicholas Winding Refn and Ellie Fanning. You also get a behind the soundtrack of The Neon Demon, talking about the music of the film. Definitely give this one a chance. And next up over here from Universal Home Entertainment is Popstar. Never Stopping, here on Blu-ray DVD digital copy combo pack. This film right here stars Sarah Silverman and Andy Samberg, and amongst other we call it Saturday Night Live alumni. And it's about this guy named Connor For Real. He's a really big pop star. He just sold like a million albums or whatever. He's like the biggest pop star out there right now, kind of like the Justin Bieber type kind of guy. And he's going in. He just came back from his sold out tour and everything like that, and he's going into the studio to record his highly anticipated second album, and he's just really pumped for it because it's going to be like the biggest album ever. And he's in the studio, he's recording his album, and he puts it out to the world, and it flops. No one cares. All the critics and all the fans think it's the worst music ever heard on the planet Earth, and he doesn't know what to do with himself. Because he still thinks he's hot. He's the hot guy in town, but yet no one cares about him anymore. He's kind of washed out. And but this movie is done in like a mockumentary kind of way, and I really did dig this one. For what it was. It was kind of stupid in moments, but I did have a lot of laugh out loud moments in here, especially with Sarah Silverman being in here, being one of my favorite stand-up comics. I like her in the Sarah Silverman program, and of course her stand-up comedy. So having her in the movie just made me like it even more. On this Blu-ray, you get deleted scenes gag reel, which is a really fun gag reel. Whether if you're a fan of a mockumentary films about musicians, you guys might get a kick out of this one. And next up over here from 20th Century Fox is a film starring Ray Fiennes and Tilda Swinton. I believe it's a remake of a French film, and this one's called The Bigger Splash. And it's about Tilda Swinton's character, who's a really big, singer-songwriter, kind of like a David Bowie type of, a singer. And she's just coming back from her tour, and, she's kind of lost her voice a little bit. She's been out there singing and doing her thing, and she can't really talk very much. And her and her boyfriend, go on this little vacation to this, nice exotic, beautiful, like beach house kind of place. And as soon as she goes there, she's just, relaxing and just, hanging out with her boyfriend until her another guy comes into her life. Her ex-boyfriend comes into her life with a person that may or may not be his daughter, and all like the weird, relationship issues that happen from it, because her old boyfriend kind of wants to get back together with her, but yet she's with this other guy and they're all in the same house together. It kind of has like this The Big Chill kind of feel to it, sort of. And I really didn't like this movie. Like, I was really kind of bored with it. You know what I mean? Like, it was just like a lot of talking, and it's just the story really wasn't progressing fast enough for me to recommend this one for you. Like, it was just really kind of slow burn kind of movie, decently acted, but like I was just kind of bored by it, to be honest. And next up over here from MVD Entertainment is their new horror film called Video Killer. Over here, this is a film I wanted to see just because of the cover of it. It looks kind of cool, and it says Video Killer, and like this is like the other artwork they have where I'm like, dude, this is gonna be awesome. Nope. About a girl named Amy. She lives in England or whatever. She gets a knock on her door. She opens her door. She has this old crusty VHS tape outside of her door. She plays this VHS tape. It plays this wacky, really crazy cartoon where these cartoon people are killing other people in this cartoon. And in the middle of the cartoon, it cuts to actually a real person getting killed, and it's pretty much her, kind of sort of slowly being stalked by somebody else. It was just really kind of bad. I kind of enjoyed it for like the first 15 minutes, of it, but then it just kept going, and it cuts out to like random characters, like, I'm like, oh Jesus. Like, I was just having a real hard time, getting through this one for some reason. Maybe I was just like the day I was having, but you get deleted scenes in the making of the film on here. It just felt really kind of cheap. You know what I mean? Like the budget of this film was less than $100 or something, Alright everyone, and last but not least up over here, I got 4 awesome TV show titles to talk to you guys about that from Mill Creek Home Entertainment. They just got these out on DVD. And first up over here, season 1 and season 2 of Coach here on DVD. This is a show that I liked watching back in the 90s and stuff, starring Craig T. Nelson, from the Poltergeist movies, and of course Jerry Van Dyke over here, about this guy that's a coach of his college football team, and just the shenanigans that happen with him having to coach teams and his family life. And just a funny little sitcom, from my childhood that I remember really like watching. And now not Shout Factory, but Mill Creek has put this out now on DVD. They're gonna hopefully put out the other seasons of the show I absolutely love, and they also put out this show right here, The Necessary Roughness, the complete series here on DVD. I believe the show only lasted over like 3 seasons or whatever. It's about this psychiatrist lady at the beginning of the show is going through a divorce with her husband, doesn't really know what she's gonna do to support herself and her kids and things, and it's pretty much her getting a job for an NFL team, and being a psychiatrist to football players and helping the team become better, and not be so crazy and stuff. It's a really cool show. You also get John Stamos in here from Full House, Rachel Lee Cook in here from She's All That in the a later season of the show. Absolutely stunning actress. I always loved her. Just want to let you know the complete series is out now from Mill Creek. And last but not least over here from Mill Creek Home Entertainment is a show I grew up watching as a kid, and that is Dennis the Menace, the complete series here on DVD. You get all 78 episodes of the complete series of the animated show. It's just so cool that they put this complete series out, because they put out a volume set, or not a volume set, but a collection, a DVD of just random episodes of random collection of episodes, and now they got the whole series here on DVD. You get all the episodes on 9 DVDs right here. I just love Dennis the Menace. I grew up watching this, and of course Garfield and stuff like that. This is a show I can't marathon like Big Bang Theory or anything like that, but it's just a really cool show, and I want to let you know that Mill Creek has just released the complete series on DVD. But that's all I have to talk to you guys about today for this DVD Blu-ray update. Give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you all you hoarders next time.